How are we, mate? You all right? Good to go? Feeling good? All right. We'll give it 2 more minutes and then we'll give it a go, eh? Sound good? Oh. How are you guys going? It's hot out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cold in here.
It's got too cold in here. Is there an aircon remote that I might be able to help out with? It is a bit nippy in here. I was quite happy when I walked in. I can let's turn the fans off, just see how that goes, and then oops. Oh dear. Off. Button says off. Yep. Just cooling it down for the kids a little bit, so I just turn the fans off and then leave the aircon on, I think. That might work. A few of them are a bit nippy. I just got told it's too cold. All right, guys, we good? Happy? Now, guys, the presentation's up there. It's probably more for me than you guys, in all honesty, because I'll just keep chatting anyway. Okay, it's just to keep me on task. So, my name's Ryan. I'll go through it in a little bit. Has anyone got any questions for me before we start? Nothing? Everyone know what you're here for? Swimming, dryland stuff. Excellent. Cool? Sound good? Wicked. So, today, guys, we are talking about how to do effective dryland warm-ups. Does everyone know what a dryland warm-up is? Yep. Yeah, it's doing a bit of exercise before you get in the water to help you in the water, right? Does that sound about what you were trying to say? Doing some exercises out of the water for your stuff in the water. Easiest way to talk about it, okay? So, with that, effective dryland warm-up. For us, it is about opening up a window of trainability, okay? I start with the big jargony bits first, so it's in your head, and then we'll go through it and explain what all that means, okay? Does that make sense? At the end of the day, if what you're doing before you're getting in the water isn't there and isn't going to help you in the water, okay, it's not terribly effective. That's what that's trying to say. Does everyone understand what I'm saying so far?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into it, who am I and why should you listen to me? I like to start off with this bit so you guys, go, because I can imagine back when I was a kid, I'd look at someone and go like, well, who the hell are you? So my name's Ryan, as I said before. I'm from a place called Formidable Strength and Conditioning. It's a company up in Perth that I founded back in 2012, okay, and we only work with swimmers. So our entire job, everything that we do, we work on swimmers to help them improve their longevity in the water, or their speed in the water, okay? There are two main things that we kind of look at, okay? Over the years, I've coached swimmers to 5 world records, helped 500 other swimmers go to nationals, and I've been coaching since 2012 in the pool and in the gym, okay? So that's like 12, 13 years now, I think, is it? Bloody hell. So I need a new job, okay? But most of all, guys, I'm actually a kid from the country myself, okay? So when I started swimming, I started at a place, I started at Golden West Dolphins in Australia and then moved to Bunbury. Now, before you guys all start looking at me like thinking that Bunbury isn't country, I get it. We're probably privileged country in Bunbury, where you guys are a fair bit further out, okay? We probably had way more stuff than you guys currently do back then, but we still had the issues of travel. We didn't have paid coaches. We didn't have access to S&C coaches. We didn't have access to physios that understood swimming. We didn't have underwater filming, all of these amazing things that clubs in the city get, okay? So that's why I'm here. I'm here to come down to you guys and start delivering things that you guys can use every single day before you get in the water, and then try and build relationships with the club moving forward so we can continue to help them progress. So we can kind of bridge that gap a little bit, okay? Because I'm sure that you guys all enjoy swimming, right? Yeah? Who wants to swim fast? 100%. So why should you guys not have the same opportunities as the guys who want to swim fast in Perth? Just because you live down here. That's my personal opinion, and that's why I'm doing this, okay? A little bit of backstory about what led me to this. Me and my partner, we've always wanted to do a bit of a road trip around Australia or WA. However, I was a high-level athlete, as much of a professional swimmer as you could be back when I was training. So was my wife. Then we both got jobs. I started a business, so we never had time. Then we had a kid. Then we had another kid. When we had the second kid, we started planning for the second kid. We were like, well, how do we make the most out of this? Because soon we're not going to be able to do this thing that we want to do. And it helped the guys that we want to help. So we came up with a plan, okay? And we spent the last year kind of building out the business and building this out so we could sell the house, buy a caravan, and start traveling around and actually helping you guys, okay? So I'm currently homeless. I have a van that I live out. It's that big black thing down there. Yeah, the big Mars thing. Yep. It's the big Mars thing down the thing over there. Okay, that's me. That's my van. That's my car. Yeah, that's my home. So I can come out and do these trips for you guys. Okay, so it's the level of commitment that I'm kind of bringing to that is literally sold everything and kind of came down here. The only thing I have left in Perth is the business that I run remotely. Well, I'm running around looking after you guys. Sound good? Okay. But enough about me. Who currently does something before they get in the water? This is where I love having the coaches in the room with the swimmers, because it's like we get a few swimmers raising their hand. The coaches are like, guys, we have been doing this for ages. And everyone's like, oh yeah, that thing. Yeah? What does it look like for some of you guys? Give me examples. What are you guys up to? Swinging your arms around? Yep. Nice. Nice. Bit of footy influence there. Good. Bit of foot building. Yeah. Yep. Bit of stretching. Cool. Awesome. So that's a good start, and that's where we're going to start from, and that's pretty much where everyone else is starting from before this presentation. Okay? Now today I'm going to go through the system that we use to build it, so you understand why you're doing things, because I think that even at your age you should have a little bit of understanding of why you do things. You're doing this and now you're doing this. You're good? You awake? I'll try and be as entertaining as possible for you guys so you stay awake. Okay? But how do you guys think it's supposed to make you feel in the water? Energetic and free? Wow, that's an excellent answer. I love that. Anyone else? I'm waiting for 10 answers. You have to give me 10. So that's 1. Yep. Not so stiff. Excellent. Yep. Feel like you're in your own bubble? Like you're focused or... Yeah, you've got your focus. We'll go... Yeah. Feel like you can swim faster? Yep. Nice and loose. Agile? Yep. Where are we at? I lost count. 6? We'll go to 6. 4 more. One of them is in the name. No. The other, not mine, not the name of the presentation, in the name of a warm-up. To warm you up. Yep, you're supposed to feel pretty warm, yeah? Heart rate going, a little bit of energy going. Yep. Wild. Woo! Wild, like you've got a lot of energy and you're ready to go and you're ready to deploy that wild energy really well. Not like this mate who's going to... doing something else. Next one. One more.
Think about your feet. You know when we walk up and down the grass and that, and we turn our feet, what do I say to you? We're looking at our feet. So, what will I say to you? Yeah, remember, we look, and we're walking on like this, and I say to you, because now you can see them. Yeah? Sorry? Relax your toes, but yes.
Stretch on the land, so you can actually see what you're doing.
Connected, yeah. Nice. Bit more connected.
Later on,
All right.
no, you're right.
Oh, no.
Hey, you're right. You're all thing, mate. All you boys
Now,
That'd be right. The teenage boys, yeah. Tell the other boys to get the towel as well.
so we've got a few more walking in. All right, guys, so this is, get rid of that, that just gave away the clues. This next one is what you're supposed to feel, okay? These are your answers, but given to you in a different way, most likely, because you pretty much nailed all of them, okay? Why do you think it's important? Increase your body temperature, okay? Activate muscles. What's up, boys? You coming in? Injury management, stop you from getting injured a bit. So manage your injuries, make sure, help prevent injuries as much as possible. Help you stretch, we had that one come up before. Make you stronger, did we talk about potentially your dryland warm-up making you stronger? I don't think that one came up, did it? So that's probably one of the key ones that I like to focus on, is the fact that we can actually build a gym routine for you guys without you actually having to do a gym workout. And you can do it with 15 minutes before sessions, okay? Get your body ready to swim. Gets your blood pumping, makes you swim faster, gets your brains in the zone, and helps you be a pro. It's about a little bit about that professionalism, yeah? You walk in, you do your warm-up beforehand, and then you walk into the pool, you feel good. It's getting you in the zone, making you think about things a bit better, okay? Does that sound good to all you guys? At the end of the day, you've already all told me that you want to swim fast, and these are things that will make you swim faster, okay? Nah. So now, guys, we are going to talk about this concept that we talked about before. Sorry, my projector is wiggled away. And that's the creating of a window of trainability. Now, before I read to you what I've written up there, what do you guys think that might mean? You can read it if you like and let me know. Or you can have a guess. A window of trainability. Yeah. Hand went up.
So you're training properly and good.
Yeah. Good effort. Appreciate the bravery. It was good. So a window of trainability, guys, okay? What we're talking about here is before you start training, okay? You're at your normal state, okay? When you train and you do your warm-up in the water and you start getting moving, you start moving into different ranges of motion, right? Okay? What we want to do beforehand, before you get in, we want to increase your range of motion, we want to stabilize your joints, and build connection throughout your whole body. Because when we do that, we then get in the water better than we would have if we were just cold. So you get more out of the session that you're about to do. Does that make sense to everybody? That is what this is all about. What we're going to go through in a second. We are trying to create a window before training where you can jump in the water and you are more trainable. Does that make sense to everybody? Anyone got a question on that? It's absolutely fine. Anyone understand it? Anyone doesn't understand it? If you don't understand it, it's absolutely fine. I can talk about it for days. Well, not days, because I've got another group coming in later. Good? Was that a question? Or you just bring your arm over? Just got a bit, not you. All right, cool. So, the first component, there are 3 components to this, okay? We have mobility. Why do you guys think that mobility is important for your swimming? Yeah, of course you can.
So you've got a full range of motion, movement and everything, without feeling tight.
Yep, we'll go for another answer. Yeah. True. Yeah, true. I'll let you move? Yeah. The reason you need to be mobile before you get, or you need to have an adequate range of motion, or enough range of motion before you get in, right, is quite simple in terms of talking about your technique, okay? It's very tricky for a coach to give you a drill to improve your technique if you don't have the range of motion or enough flexibility to get into that position in the first place. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody stand up for a sec. Okay. Does everyone know that you have to be able to get your arm above your head to swim properly? Excellent, cool. So if we all raise our one arm above our head and put it up to there. Okay? Now if you look to the side, is your arm above your head or behind your head? Is it? Yours is all bent. Okay? Now, this is absolutely fine if you've got an arm that's slightly in front or you had to bend your arm to do it. Okay? That just means your shoulder does not have the adequate range of motion to be able to do the stroke of freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly correctly. Okay?
Or streamline.
Or streamline. Okay, you can put your arms down for a second. Do you understand why that might be important to have that range of motion?
Then you can do the proper stroke.
Yeah, because then you can actually get in the right positions to do the stroke. Okay? I'm sure that you guys can all sit down again if you like. I'm sure you guys kind of all picture in your brain what that stroke might look like, right? You're up here, get your fingers on it, elbow up, pull down, pull through. Yeah? If you're here, you can't really get that initial hand contact, can you? Because if I'm lying flat like this, and we're putting our arm in there, okay, and this is good, we can go like that, grip, and push our way through. Does that make sense? Does that look like what you've probably seen on TV or something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you're in this position, and you get your arm in, but you can't get your arm above your head and you start there, what do you think is going to happen? Your hand's going to drop straight to the floor, you're not going to get the elbow bend required, and you're not going to be able to use your muscles correctly. Okay? And it's just the mechanics. Okay? That is just mechanics for you. Okay? High elbow, high wrist, pull through. If you're already starting below your shoulder, it can't go higher. It will not go higher. Okay? Does that make sense to all you guys? That's a really good example why mobility is really important. Anyone swim breaststroke in the room? Yeah, everyone like breaststroke? I'm a breaststroker, okay? Okay? For you to be able to do a breaststroke kick correctly, okay, you must have certain attributes. There is a flexibility component that you need to be able to have, okay? One is you need to have your foot to be able to go out like that, and you need for your toe to turn up like that, so you can kick down and get effective, okay? Again, if you don't have the range of motion for that, it's going to be very hard for you to do breaststroke kick. Does that make sense to you as well?
Yeah.
What does backstroke and freestyle have in common? Yes, they all kick.
And the arms.
The arms, yeah? It's one arm after the other. What does that make your body do?
Stretch.
Rotate. So when you're swimming, you're supposed to be rotating like this in the water, yeah? Everyone understand that? And when you're doing backstroke, it's shoulder up, hand forward, shoulder up, hand forward. Okay? If you can't rotate your trunk like this while keeping your hips still, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, you're going to put your hand in like this and your butt's going to go over there. Who snakes around when they do their backstroke? Hey? These are the reasons why your mobility is quite important, okay? Has anyone, you've all probably been told that stretching is something you need to be doing, right? Has anyone ever told you why like that before? Yeah.
So you don't tear your muscles and stuff?
Yeah, but it's more the knock-on effect of what the technique's going to happen to you than anything else, right? Because if you can't get your arm above your head, you're going to force yourself into that position because you know what the technique and your coach is telling you that you've got to get your hand up, yeah? But you're already too tight in that position. So you've created a really tight environment and then you're trying to force it into a position, right? So that's kind of the knock-on effect. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But realistically, if you can't get your arm in position, you're going to compromise somewhere else to make sure that you can. Somewhere where it wasn't supposed to, what leads to probably more injuries. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah? There's always this like knock-on effect for mobility, and that's why it's our number one principle, that we have to have adequate range of motion. Does that make sense to everybody? Second principle, stability. What do you guys think stability is? Yep. Stable, yeah, but in context of that, in terms of your body. Yeah, at the back.
Being able to stay like stable and straight and above the water.
To have a good streamline, like good body position. Yeah, that would be a good example of stability. So that would be like your trunk or your core, okay? I hate the word core, but trunk will refer to it from therefore, okay? Everyone happy with that? If you think, if I'm saying trunk, you guys probably can refer to it as core, and it's the same thing, okay? If you can't maintain this hips and shoulders together without them wiggling around while you swim, or tilting backwards and forwards while you swim, do you think you're going to go faster or slower if you're doing that? You're going to go slower. Why? Yeah, and what does that do? Creates drag. You become more resistant in the water, okay? What is one of the main things that we want to do when we're in the water? Create less drag, minimize resistance, okay? In coaching, in swim coaching, they teach you this, yeah? First, you need to minimize your resistance, and then you can maximize your propulsion, okay? If you just try to make yourself more powerful all the time, and you don't get rid of the resistance, you end up just being more and more and more inefficient. Does that make sense? So this is where stability comes in handy, and that can be for your trunk, but most of all for your shoulder, what is the example we're going to use now, okay? So if we put our arm up above our head again, and we reach up as high as we can, feel that shoulder right up, and you feel this length through here, okay? Now what I want you to do, okay, without bending your arm, is to pull that shoulder right down. Does everyone feel that muscle in their back turn on? Yeah. You won't, because you're standing over here like this. Keep your arm up above your head. Yeah, what's your name? Digby? No. Yeah. Digby. Yeah, Digby. Sweet. Get your arm up. Not like this. Oh. Anyone else see that? See how that's pretty stiff there? And then let it down. And then pull your shoulder down. There you go. Feel that? That's your lat. That muscle here that you might be feeling right now. Now you're pulling your shoulder down as hard as you can. Does everyone feel that? Yeah? Feel it in some way, shape or form? You need to pull your shoulder down more. That's bending your elbow. So you reach up as high as you can. Use both arms. It sometimes makes it easier. Try and grab the ceiling. Okay? Now pretend that you've grabbed onto the ceiling and pull yourself up without using your arms. So bring your shoulders down. There you go. Feel that? That's your lat. That's a really important muscle that helps you develop force and power in your strokes, in all of your strokes. Okay? Now, if we have our arm all the way up here and it's nice and high and we've got it in adequate range of motion, but we can't pull it down and hold it in that stable position as we pull, what do you think happens? No, that was a good guess though. You've been onto the drag for a while now. You cannot have your lat work, because what will happen is you'll be up here, you'll pull it down to start your stroke, but then as the force comes through your arm, it will come up, what will make that muscle turn off, and then you'll just use the front. What do you think that might do if we can't use this really big muscle anymore? Decrease the amount of power that you can put in. See how we worked on minimizing resistance, now we're maximizing propulsion? Yeah? Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah. See how that's a problem if you can't stabilize that position right? Yeah. Excellent. Good. Nervous system. The third of all the little doodads. Okay, what do you guys think a nervous system is? The picture on the board, the thing gives it away. Up the back, yeah. Yeah, the messages from your brain to your body. Okay? Was that what you were going to say? Yeah. The messages that go from your brain to your muscles in your body that make you do stuff. Okay? That all takes time. Doesn't take a lot of time in your relative terms, but it takes time. If we can improve our nervous system, how do you think that's going to make you feel? What? Smart? Yes, different type. Well, that's, yeah, no, not today. Yeah, but nah, but. Okay? Smart, yeah, but nah, but. Okay? What else?
Think about on the block when the starting gun goes.
More reactive.
Better reaction time.
What did we talk about? We talked about it earlier about focus. More in the zone. So you're more focused, you're more alert. Okay? You are awake. Okay? Who comes in from school sometimes, had a long day at school and they're dragging their feet? Just a bit flat, a bit floppy. Had a long day, it was hot. Like all of you guys as you walked in, yeah? You're all a bit flat. Yeah? Yes. Oh, was that you just putting your hand up to say that was me? Yeah. That's your nervous system being shut off because it's just been fired up all day. Okay? We need to get that amped up again so you can train fast and swim fast. Who jumps in the water sometimes and feel like it takes them a little bit of time to get going? That's your nervous system not being ready to go. Even if you had done something before and you're nice and warm, you're just not awake and alert and got energy. So this is how we give you energy. Does that make sense for all of you guys? Yeah. Everyone following along so far? Yeah. I haven't lost you of any big words or any crazy stuff. No. Yeah? You're understanding. If you need me to clarify anything, please let me know. So this is how it works in practice when we're doing our when we're doing our dryland warm-ups to get you ready for your swims. Okay? We do mobility, then we do stability, and then we get engaged. Okay? Mobility. We do specific and non-specific stretches and movements. Okay? We will go through this in a practical setting in a few seconds. Okay? Stability. We will do specific and non-specific holds. Okay? To really drive engagement. And then we will get engaged by doing specific activation and non-specific games. Okay? I like games before you get in the water. Okay? Controversial to some coaches who just want everyone to just be like doing one thing. I like a bit of chaos just before you get in the water. A little bit of chaos gets you fired up, gets you ready to go. You always feel like you've got a lot of energy to bring, don't you? When you've played a game, you've got to be competitive and you're ready to go. Sound right? Sound familiar? Yeah. Yeah? That's why I like games. All right, now we're going to get into it and we're going to do it. What we are going to do is I'm going to do it once with you, okay? And then so you guys can remember it, okay? Because I will be sending this to your coach, your club afterwards with the recording, okay? The warm-up that we do today on one side with the videos of how to do it on the other side. So there is no excuses for you guys not to be doing it moving forwards. Does that sound good? Yeah? Because that's what all my guys up in Perth get, so why don't you get it? Think that's fair? I think it's fair. Here it is. What you shall do today. Okay? This is 15 minutes to 10 minutes of work when done correctly. Okay? Today it will take a little bit longer because we're going to learn it and we're going to take our time. Does that make sense? But then we will, over time, you'll get more into it, you'll get better at it, and it will take less time. Okay? Currently, I've got guys doing this in 5 minutes now because they're just bam, 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 bam. The faster you can do it well, the better it will be because you'll get more alert from doing it. Does that make sense? But today we're going to take it nice and slow and get it right. So what I'm going to get you guys to do, we're going to find as much space as possible in this room. Okay? So if you want to, some of you guys want to hang in there.
Not all of you.
Not all of you, but
4 of you maybe.
a couple of you guys could probably hang out there.
Yep, and then that'll give a bit more room in here. One day in the door.
Have a bit of a spread out. Now guys, as we're doing this as well, make sure that if you want to go one and then the other person goes the other, we have the time to do that. Okay? Please don't bang your heads. Please do not touch any equipment that is not that you're not supposed to. Okay? Exercise number 1. This is where I've got to put my hat on backwards because otherwise it gets in the way. A walkout. Does anyone know what a walkout is?
No.
Yep. No, that'll be a walking lunge. So not quite. But good try. What I'm actually going to do, because you guys are now standing there, and I don't want to get in trouble, my little doodad's going to go there. So he can still look at me, but not look at you. Okay? So, a walkout. Arms above your heads. And stretching right back like this. That's the noise that I want to hear because that means you're stretching. That big like, I've just woken up in the morning, stretch back, open your shoulders up. Then we are going to tilt your head down. Roll yourself down, keep your legs nice and straight. Hands on the floor, walk it out. And then hips up, look up. Like that. Tuck your toes under you, stick your butt in the air, keep your legs straight, walk it back in, and roll back up. Feel that? That's 1. How many does it say you have on the board? 6. Let's get to it. Let's do 6. So you got 5 more. Let's go. Try not to walk your legs back, walk yourself forward.
When you do it, boys, your hips back on the floor, okay? So your hips want to go to the floor. Be on the floor, mate.
That was a bit...
Lower your arms first, hips on the floor.
And lift up. Good job. Stick your butts up, walk it back. Great work. Good. Guys, take 1 second. I want to show you that other people can do it other than me. Please, everybody, watch this one. Yeah, what was your name? Chloe, show us. This was very good. All the way down, hips up, chest up, walk your hips back up, and rolls back up. Hey? Haha, this is a very good point. Okay, I get this every time. I'm not that flexible, I can't keep my legs straight. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. But guys, you may not be able to do it right now, okay? But do you know what it's supposed to look like? Yeah? So every single time you do it, try and make it as close to that as possible. And I guarantee you, if you do it over and over and over again, you will become that flexible because that's how flexibility works. It is something that you learn and you train to become better at. Okay? Everyone can have full range of motion if they want to. You may lose it over time because you don't use it in that way. Okay? If you don't go into those ranges often enough, you lose those ranges. But that doesn't mean we can't get them back. Okay? So, do you know what it looks like? Yeah? And it gets a bit tight when you're trying to come up and down with your hamstrings. Yeah? But you know you're supposed to have your legs straight for as long as possible. So every single time you do it, try and make sure your legs stay straight for as long as possible and then try it for a little bit longer in the next rep. If we haven't done 6, let's get 6 done. You just swung your arms up in the air and then put them down and didn't go down again. Yeah. Excellent. All right, guys, good. The next one, sumo twist. Who's seen what a sumo looks like? Yeah, you seen a photo? Yeah, they're quite big dudes, right? Okay. I haven't seen a female sumo, so I can't say she. But they generally look quite big, right? Nice wide stance on them, yeah, so they don't get pushed over. Yeah? And then they squat right down like this. And they're in this nice, strong position. Knees are out, heels are down. We're going to grab our foot. Bring your legs in a little bit more. Knees out, and then your elbow is inside your knee, butt down. Then you're going to rotate up. That's your twist. Keep your butts down, up and twist. You have 6 of those on each side. Don't lift your butts up between reps. Keep your butts down. See how we are now getting rotation. We are opening up our ankles, hips. Wow, we are getting a bit stronger in our legs. Get your butts down. Your knees need to go out. So you've got your knees in like that at the moment. If you can, push them out, okay? Good? Cold? Don't worry, we'll warm you up in a sec, okay? 6 on each side, done? That's it.
Really hurts, but you've got to
Squat right down.
squat right down.
Again, who found that their legs got tired during that? Yeah. Doesn't mean you're not going to get better at it over time. The more you do it well, the better you get at it. Guess what? The stronger you get, the more range of motion you will develop, the better you will swim, the better you will feel. Okay? Sound good? Excellent. Next one. Now we have moved into this zone. See how there's a bracket around it? Who knows what a bracket means? Yeah.
It means like this isn't part of it actually. We've got to just focus on
Yeah, this is like a section, right? This is a grouping. If it has a 2 times next to it, what do you think that means?
twice.
We do that group of activities twice. Okay? So, prone WTYI holds. Okay? This one is lying down on the floor with your head down. Okay? Watch me first so you can all see, yeah? W position. Y position. Y position. That was a W. That was a T. Y. I. Okay? Now, how long does it say on the whiteboard or the projector screen?
15 seconds.
15 seconds each. So that'll be each position. We are going to hold that for 15 seconds. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Does 15 seconds sound like a long time?
Yeah, it will do when you're all whinging.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of time, is it? Okay? It's 15 seconds, all right? That's a quarter of a minute. It's not long. Okay? Let's give it a go. W position in 2, 1, go. Hold until I say.
Bailey, up. Up off the ground.
Yeah, your arms do need to be off the ground.
DBW.
Like a croc.
W.
Be- Bend your elbows, yeah.
Holding it.
Heads down.
Actually, take
Your arms want to get above your head.
Take a breath. We want our feet down.
Lift those shoulders up. Now go to a T, so that's straight arms out wide. And hold. It's a bit cramped in here. Try not to get too friendly. Lift your shoulders up. Lift your shoulders up. Okay, a few of you guys have now got your palms up. Don't do that. That drops your shoulders down. If your palms, see how that lifts your shoulder up? And that one now needs to come up. Shoulders up. So thumbs up is a nice way to think about this. Now go to a Y.
Rotating backwards. Yeah.
So this is almost to the top, but not quite there yet. A Y.
Oh, keep going.
Pull those shoulders up.
Bailey. Wide.
Wide.
Out front.
Forward.
Yeah.
And now go into an I. So straight out in front. No streamline.
No streamline, not together. Not
Hands apart. I don't want one hand doing the work for the other.
Palms down or palms facing each other?
You can go thumbs up. I don't mind as long as your shoulders are up. Shoulders up.
You got to hold your arms up there.
It does mean that your arms need to be off the floor.
Top side of the leg.
And rest. Now guys, that's a rough 15 seconds on each. I didn't actually have a timer out or anything like that. Okay? But kind of rough. Roll onto your backs. We now have a single leg hip bridge. Roll onto your backs. One leg straight, one leg bent with its foot on the ground. Now stick your butt up in the air. And we are now going to hold that. Long leg is off the floor.
One leg up at the floor. Off the floor. Yeah. Off the
Hence why it's a single leg. Now, we are holding this for 30 seconds. Hips up. Hips up. You shouldn't see a bend in your hips.
Don't look around.
You good?
Point on the ceiling and look at it.
Let's concentrate.
If there's a dirty fly mark on the roof.
You can't use your hands or your hip up. Long leg, long leg.
Cool. And down, swap legs.
And up.
Keep holding. And rest. Good. Feel good? Yeah? Are we warming up? Are we feeling activated? We're about halfway. Supermans, roll back onto your front. Now guys, Supermans. Lie with your arms out long. Thumbs up. Let's lift your arms up above your head. Bring your legs up. Bring your chest off the ground. Heads down. Long legs.
Long legs, Bailey. Don't bend it.
Arms out forwards.
And your arms.
Heads down. And drop. Good. So guys, 2 key things I saw in that what you guys need to do. Your heads need to be down. Your arm needs to go above your head. If you're looking up, it's very hard for your arm to go above your head. Okay? Sound good? Now, we're going to go up for 2 seconds and then come back down. And we have 10 of these reps. So we're up, 1, 2, back down. Up, 1, 2, back down. Are we good?
Yeah.
Ready, steady, go. Let's do 9 more. Up, 1, 2, drop down. Heads on the floor if you can't figure it out. Up, 1, 2, down. Up, 1, 2, down. Don't look up. Heads up. 1, 2, down. Up. 1, 2, down. Up. Long arms straight out in front of you. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. One more. Up. Down. Excellent. How'd that feel, everybody? Now, are you feeling your upper back getting worked there? Are you feeling it through your back of your legs? You feel like your back's been broken. Whoops. All right. High plank toe touch. So, a high plank position for this one. Back, reach, back down, reach, back down. We have 10 total. So you're in a plank.
Jump off the towel so you don't slip.
In a plank, and then try and reach back and touch your toe. And then go back into a plank. Bring your butt back down a bit more. There you go, good. That's it. Make sure you get your butts down afterwards. Butt up, butt down, butt up, butt down. Have we done 10? Good job over here, by the way. Feeling good? Yeah? Doing well. Good job. You too. You guys over here. Great work. Feeling good? Feeling like we've done some work? Feeling a bit activated? Yeah? So that's your, watch out for your head. That would be your stability block. So we've done our mobility, done our stability. Now we're going to do our activation. Okay? Everybody standing up. First up, we've got hopping side to side. So 1 foot, because it's hopping. And just side to side. Okay? Try and do 10 on each leg. Ten on each leg. Feel yourself getting bouncy. Feel the energy building. That was like forwards and backwards, but you were kind of turned. Make sure it's side to side, yeah? Guys, very good start. Feeling a bit more activated now. I can feel the energy in the room a little bit higher. Okay? Yeah? It's good. Let's all line up on that back wall. Let's move all of these out of the way because I don't want people slipping. Okay, so let's go in like groups of 3, groups of triples. This is a single leg broad jump. So we take off on 1 leg and we land on 2. So we're here, we jump forwards, we land on 2. Now, how are we going to make a game out of this? Who can do it the furthest? So who can jump further? So who wants to, yeah. Sorry. We're going to do it all in groups. So first 3, lining up. You guys all in the same colour babers if you like. 1, 2, 3. Across the gym. Now, who can jump the furthest? So you're taking off on one leg and you'll land on two. Go. Good. Spin round and jump back.
We do this for the first ball.
Wicked. Yeah, we normally will do it outside. Next group of three. Ready? And go. Don't do a run up. Spin round and run back. Now, when you dive off a block, does it feel like you're jumping off with one leg and then the other? Yeah. If you do a split stance, yeah? So why would this might be useful? How's it getting more specific? Does that make sense? Because we're taking off on one leg and going forwards. Okay? Yep. End up using both your legs and generating power and moving forwards. Okay? Wow, it's just waking up your brains and making you feel better. Okay? Next three. Some of the boys. When you're ready. Spinning. I'll shoot that way a little bit so old mate doesn't have to jump through the machinery. And go. Great work. Good. Who hasn't gone yet? Let's go. When you're ready, jump. So you've got to jump off one leg. So stand on one leg. Face the way you're going to go. And then jump. Cool. Anyone else to go? Let's go. Last group. And when you're ready. Land on two. Ready? Go. Great work. Hey? That would be your entire warm-up. Who feels like they got a bit more energy? Who feels warm? Who feels like they know where their bodies are and where their muscles are? Okay, who would like to go for a swim? I don't know if you're training right now, so that's not my call to make, yeah? Now, we got through that one round of each of those, okay, without doing the double round, because I think that's probably okay for where you guys are at right now. You can always add it in later, okay? Took us about 15 minutes. And we were plodding along there. I was demonstrating to you, you guys were having a whinge, I was then telling you what you were doing wrong, then you would have a whinge again, then you'd get it right, yeah? Sound good? So you can see how you can get this nice and quick, nice and punchy, yeah? You can also do it as a big group together before you come into training. Well, it'd be pretty cool if you could all get here before training and do it together, right? All do it together, all jump in the water together, feel good, be a bit more of a team in a sport that's kind of a solo act, right? Does that sound good? You guys can all come back in because you're not going to be doing anything else, so come back and sit down. Has anyone got any questions? Anyone got any questions on any of that? Nothing? I just talked for almost an hour and no one's got any questions about it? Can you go for a swim now? Not up to me. Don't know. Is my throat sore? No, I do. I've done. This is my 4th club in 5 days presenting this. So, no, I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. I will be pretty tired later, but yeah. Why am I making a video? Yeah. So you guys have access to it before, because everything that I've done when I was a swimmer, we would turn up to, we'd have someone come in, do a presentation on something, we'd all feel really good about it in the moment, we'd do it once, and then the next session would come around and we all forgot about it. Or the coaches didn't know how to implement it because they weren't there and they didn't have the resources to go over it. Because the coaches right now have been helping me out with it, so they may want to have another look at it to get the information again and digest it so they can teach it better to you next time, or understand the concepts a bit better next time. That's why I record it. I also record it because I'm presenting pretty much full time at the moment and I want to get better at it. So the easiest way for me to do that is to record it and then present it. There's also some like applications for marketing and social media and stuff like that. That's why I don't allow you guys in the videos. Yeah.
How many swimming competitions have you done?
How many swimming competitions have I done? I don't know. Lots. I can't tell you how many individual meets I've ever done, yeah, because that would just be ridiculous. But I was from about 2008 to when I retired in 2016. I was going to nationals at least twice a year. So I'd go to a short course nationals and a long course nationals. Some of those years there would be like 4 of those national events because there'll be different trial events that you have to travel for. So like Olympic trials, Commonwealth Game trials, World Short Course trials, all of those things would pop up. Then you've obviously got your state champs. Would have done that every year, apart from the years I was out injured. There's 2 of those each year, short course and long course. Country champs when I was in the country pennants. And then all the ones that you have to do before that to qualify for, to get through.
When did you start swimming?
When did I start? 14. Yeah, I was fairly late. So I came out from the UK. Couldn't swim in the UK at all, did a school carnival over here, smashed it. They recruited me into the, I was at Bunbury Grammar. They recruited me into the swim program there. And then they quickly kicked me out and put me in a club program. And then I went to nationals that year.
How many days a week were you training?
How many days a week did I train?
Yeah.
6. Yeah. Highest training volume I ever did was about Monday would train twice, Tuesday would train once and then I'd have a gym, Wednesday would train twice, Thursday train once and plus a gym, Friday twice, Saturday once, and there may be a competition on the weekend as well. Yeah.
Did you ever have a big competition?
Yeah, I had a lot. Defined big competition. Like the biggest competition I ever went to, probably Olympic trials 2012, 2016 and one of the other ones. Yep.
Did you still win it?
I didn't win any of them, no. Highest I ever got was 4th. So 4th in the country, so like, I mean, it's not crap, is it? Yeah.
Have you ever been in the Olympics?
No, I never qualified. Didn't get that far. Otherwise, I'd have some cool tattoos right now. No, sadly, I never made it. That was always the goal. I was fairly injury prone. That's why I'm so big on these like dryland warm-ups, and that's why I went into S&C, is because I spent I spent maybe like a quarter of the season injured or not able to train properly with knee injuries and back injuries and stuff like that. So for me, this is why this stuff became so interesting, because for me, back then, no one was doing it, and this was what people in other parts of the world were doing to stop themselves getting injured and get stronger and be able to train more. So that's why I pursued it. Who's on my socks? I'm glad you asked. These are my presenting socks. This is my little girl, Luna. So that's my little baby girl, Luna, when she was about 6 months. I know. She's 2. So she's a little bit bigger. So these socks are pretty old and gross. Yeah.
Was any of your family members a good swimmer?
Any of my family members good swimmers? They're okay. They didn't go to nationals or anything. They went to states and did well there. It wasn't really for them. They weren't into it as much as I was. My older brother was more of a runner and soccer player, and my younger brother's a bit more artsy. He liked doing performance and music and stuff like that more than physical stuff. Anything else? I think that's about it, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
4:30, next group.
Can you guys say thank you?
No worries, guys. As I've said before, like, this is what I'm doing for this year. I'm doing it completely for free, and I want to make sure that we get to as many clubs as possible and help out as many of you guys as possible this year. So hopefully maybe able to see you further down the line in the end of the year.
Thank you so much. Cool.
Catch you guys. Just promise me you start doing some dryland warm-ups like the one we just did, yeah? All right, guys. Thank you very much for that.